rush straight into mid, and then they'll hold the mid map until they start picking a few off and then push.
Well, the stun does connect near that A-bomb. Mac has made it way into the middle of the map. He's up on the high ground, but he is very exposed, and it does seem like EpsyloN know where he is. Kills are being exchanged at the moment. It's 2 versus 2. Daredevil and Mac up against Prodigy and Agony.
This is actually the S&D map where EpsyloN fell to PMP as well, so...
Oh, okay. So they're going to want to make up for that. It's Daredevil.
Brilliant kill by Daredevil.
Daredevil against Prodigy there, flying through the air to make that, and that is going to be 1-0. Good start for westernWolves after taking that capture the flag with an extremely quick overtime for them. 33 seconds to capture that flag. They're opening up well here on Search and Destroy. We'll switch over now to EpsyloN and see if they're able to take the attack. Do you think defending or attacking is easier on Carbon?
Defending, because with our setup, me and Guitar straight out, them the AR sit back and it just works.
It does seem to be that way on Apex. You and Guitar are extremely aggressive, and McGee, you will find a nice little cozy corner and he won't budge one bit. And Swanee's much the same, actually. Something we actually noticed about Swanee when we were commentating is he's very rigid. He will just go to the same spot over and over again.
It's pretty much the same as Ellis. They always say they've got their own spots. They'll just go there and try and control it.
Well, we're watching Carnage now, who has got his AR back out, a gun that he's more familiar with. Oh, has been challenged by someone on the stairs. Doesn't make the kill. So instead he's going to try and sneak around the back.
Yeah, that'll be black in that left side, yeah. Oh, no, it's it should be black in front of him here, though.
Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, the Semtex doesn't make the kill.
Can he make it? Yeah. Oh, it's Daredevil. And Black's there.
There we go. Black gets the final kill with the Magnum. 2-0 to westernWolves at the moment.
WW seem to be really pumped for this. After every round they're winning, they're all getting up, shouting across.
Yeah, we can actually see him on the cam. We've been watching westernWolves. Have been on main stage. I think this is the 3rd game in a row. And we've just been having that camera straight on them. And it's totally different from what happened before when they were playing against you guys and we had all those technical difficulties. They just seem to have no motivation.
That took it out of the game, really, that did. But yeah, it's still a win, nonetheless.
A little bit of a shame, and I'm sure if they do make it to the final, they're going to want to change that when they go up against you.
This does seem to be one of EpsyloN's worst S&D maps.
Yeah, they're not doing great. westernWolves are halfway there. They have 2 rounds in their name already. Daredevil does have the bomb. And I don't know if this is a strategy on Apex. Do you have a set or a designated bomb carrier?
At the start of the round, we just designate one. We don't really have setups for S&D. Okay. We just change it like.
Well, you just decide someone pick up the bomb so nobody misses it.
Yeah.
Okay. And does it usually go in the AR's hands or the SMGs?
ARs, because we mean go target. If we rush into their spawn and die, the bomb will be dropped. So.
Because this is what we were talking about, because it does seem to differ between teams, and we didn't know if that was a particular tactic or it's just anyone picks the bomb up.
I think for WW there is a set bomb carrier. It is either Ellis or Daredevil who picks it up. So I think Daredevil might have picked it up by mistake on this round.
Okay, well, Daredevil is just aiming there with the PP90. Let's switch things up and watch Black, see how he's going to play this. A little bit more mobile than Daredevil, but not by much. 1 minute 27 left on the clock, and they're both on opposite sides. If one of them goes down, they're not going to have the cover of the teammate.
Ellis knows there'll be a guy down that left-hand side pre-aiming up. As long as Daredevil knowing there's going to be one there.
Oh, Daredevil's making this push. Yeah,
that's brilliant.
Black will have called out that he was weak, so Daredevil is going to pick up that kill. It's going to mean it's Diablo and Agony up against Black and Daredevil. Oh, but both of them go down. And finally, EpsyloN have managed to pick up a round.
If WW took that round, I think they would have just took them up. But we could see an EpsyloN comeback here.
Okay, well, let's see if EpsyloN are able to win their attack and bring this back to 2-2. Make things a little bit closer. And, I mean, what are your thoughts on Search and Destroy in the whole? It is a shame that there's no longer 6 rounds. Do you think it is quite lucky sometimes, or do you think, you know, it is a fair, competitive, balanced game type?
On this game, I'd say it's quite fair and competitive, because I know that PMP seemed to be a really strong team on S&D. Like every time they never lost.
Yep. Well, when I actually went to spectate Link gaming downstairs, it was something they were saying. They were just saying there's no way we can beat them on Link. They were winning the capture the flags, but I don't know. I don't know how they've got so good at it, but it's something that a lot of teams don't actually do, is practice Search and Destroy.
That was a quick round by EpsyloN there. Every player rushed straight out, catching WW by surprise.
Yeah, Prodigy's going to get this final kill.
And on that PMP SD thing, I think they are a GB team, GB-based.
Well, there you go. I'm going to have to check out the GB record later on. Although I say that, XPX are probably one of the worst GB records I've ever seen.
Yeah.
On Call of Duty 4, at least, it was something like 10 to 100, and then they just come to land place 5th. Yeah, it wasn't great, so they've certainly been improving.
They'll definitely be putting that down to connection.
Yeah, well, they always did. We're going to be watching Mac now, who is up top, throwing those same stuns out, and again, it does hit somebody. Is the Semtex going to get the... Oh, he's actually changed his mind. He doesn't want to throw it. He wants to save it.
On this map, every player knows where the other team will be. Like it's just pretty much the standard setup for every single team.
Yeah, it's
They're
the same
going to
with...
try and play cautious here and try and pick them off.
It's pretty much the same with Underground as well. Every team just pushes to that A-bomb. And it's always the same strategy. There's always one person covering the back.
Yeah.
One person pushes up and gets in the corner. And we noticed when Farico Dragons were actually playing against Western Wolves, Torres seemed to have learnt a few grenade spots to actually make the kills. It was quite interesting to see.
Teams will need someone in like that because on that map, on defense, you need to get your nade across to that bomb, and it has to kill the guy. Otherwise, if they get it down, you won't be able to win.
And how do you feel about Farico Dragons at the moment? Do you think they're stronger than both of these teams?
Nice work. Get ready for
Not really sure. They seem a bit shaky.
Yeah,
They seem to have their good games, and then they can just have a complete and utter like stinker. But
they do only actually officially have 3 players in the team. Monks is picking up for this event. I don't know if you know any more than me, but is there someone on the cards that might be joining them?
Monksy.
Oh.
Because I think it will go down to if Dragons finish top 3 at this, then, well, they are top 3 now, aren't they?
That's
So
going to be a determining factor, right?
But he's promised his team that he's not leaving, but I don't.
Oh, okay. Well, of course, that would leave Tech, Jake, and is it Bizzle at the moment? Bissell?
Jake's not actually in it. It's Bissell, Mohog, and Tech.
Yeah. Mohog, there we go. So we'll watch Agony now. They are on the attack. They are trailing by 1 round, but they did bring this back.
WW should take this round.
Yeah, that's actually 2 down against EpsyloN. It's 3 versus 2, so they do have that advantage. And of course, they are on the defense. The bomb hasn't been picked up by the EpsyloN players. They actually didn't pick it up at all on that previous attack that we saw.
Carnage left in a 1v2 here.
And this is going to be difficult. He's up against Black and Mac.
He's not having the best of S&Ds either, so WW should be able to take this. Yep, there we go.
There we go. Carnage dropping 1 to 5.
Ellis straight up.
Yeah, he's quite happy with that in his infamous seating position.
He seemed to think after the loss to Farico Dragons that it was just down to them getting really lucky.
Yep.
And some stupid decisions. He blames himself quite a lot, and he blamed himself for the dome loss, the last map.
Okay, well, I mean, does he still have the sellotape cardboard bit on the back of his controller?
I've not actually seen his controller this event, but he most likely has.
And that's he plays with a wired controller then at home, wireless controller at home. I'm assuming that's why he does that. Okay, well, we're going to be going on to another capture the flag map. The previous one went to overtime. Do you think this is going to be as close on dome?
This what EpsyloN I think will